programs in Uganda, whether public, private, NGO, profit making, they are having an HIV/AIDS policy for persons living with HIV. We have what we call the TASO Experiential Attachment to Combat HIV/AIDS program, TEACH. This was a program that was funded by Sweden, right? And it could bring heads of HIV/AIDS institutions from all over the world to learn from what TASO has done in stigma and discrimination management. This strategy has helped fight stigma Africa-wise and continental. Everybody, at least many people have tried to implement TASO strategies in fighting stigma and discrimination. Okay, recommendations. What message do I leave for everyone as I leave this floor? Let's have involvement of people living with HIV through the NIPA and JIPA. Ladies and gentlemen, if we use the people themselves who are positive, we can go far. We can go very far in fighting stigma. Because whenever a fellow positive says something, another person will believe. But if we leave them out, we can't implement for them what they don't want. We have to support them, and if we use them, stigma will come to an end. Strengthen HIV counseling to people infected and affected with HIV. Counseling is the key tool for fighting stigma and discrimination. Support formation of peer support groups that help to dispel myth around HIV infection. Whenever a peer support group comes up, let's all support it. Let's all be there. Let's accept it. Let's bring in new ideas so that it grows bigger and bigger, because the more the support groups grow, the more HIV/AIDS stigma and discrimination is ended, because support groups are made up of HIV positive people. Strengthen advocates for implementation of non-discriminatory HIV/AIDS policies at all levels, national, community, family, and individual level. If the government doesn't support us, when you look at Uganda, we somehow manage stigma, because from the president up to the community person, everybody is involved in fighting stigma. Document success stories in dealing with stigma and discrimination for replication, where at least in this past area we would be showing people videos. Whenever we go to the community, people need to see some of these videos of success stories in dealing with stigma, how people manage, what have they done to help themselves come up with a situation. In conclusion, therefore, efforts against stigma and discrimination will continue even when there has been a registered decrease, because this is a behavior that has always has lapses and calls for continuous support at all levels. We need to continuously talk about stigma, because every day we get new people, every day people need to be supported. I want to thank the Swedish government. Sweden has supported TASO to be where it is because they've been our funders. They funded us for 7 years. I want to thank HIV Sweden that gave me this opportunity to share with you. The Swedish International Development Agency that has been our founders, the TASO Uganda management and staff, Government of Uganda, and all persons living with HIV. When we work together, we can end the problem of HIV. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Martha, for that really interesting exposure that you have given us. And also I think that we here in Sweden have a lot to learn from TASO when it comes to comprehensive strategies in order to fight stigma, especially community involvement, but also the system of counseling service that you do have on different levels. I'd like you, well, to give the word now. We still have time for a couple of questions. Do you like to ask Martha something? Yes?
What does TASO stands for?
Sorry. TASO stands for the AIDS Support Organization. Okay.
It's like the abbreviation.
The AIDS Support Organization.
AIDS Support.
Yes, that's TASO. Though you know TASO, the word TASO is a brand name.
Okay, Martha, I want to ask you a question. As I understand now, in Uganda, it's really tough to be a person who live with, who is homosexual, who live with HIV. How do you work with that?
In Uganda?
Yes.
with the homosexuals?
Yeah, because I understand there is something now, bill is going that if you're HIV positive and homosexual, then you are going to send to death penalty or something like that.
Okay. I'll not speak on behalf of Uganda because I'm not a policy. Uganda, I can't speak on behalf of Uganda, but I'm going to speak on behalf of TASO and homosexuals. TASO Uganda in particular has a program we call the Most At-Risk Population Program. The Most At-Risk Population involves commercial sex workers, I don't know whether that's how we call them. We have the MSM, we have the fishing community, and the uniformed men. The one challenge we have in relation to homosexuals, they've not come out. Yeah? When they come as any other person. And we receive them as any other person. They've not said that I'm this, but they come as individuals for treatment. However, if they come out as them, because we've seen like 2-3 people saying, yes, I'm a homo and this, and you know, by the presenting problems, yeah, the health-related illnesses that come, maybe the person has, you find that you provide the comprehensive support. But really, we've not said that this is a homosexual, he has to be treated like this. We've not yet had that, because they've not yet come out as them. However, as TASO, we're trying to come up with a new strategy next year for that population, not only MSM, but most at risk, that is the commercial sex workers. And right now we are carrying out what we call site investigation. We want to find out, where are these people? Are these people really there in Uganda? Where are they? Actually, I'm on the committee that is trying to do that. And in November, we were trying to do a site investigation. We visited some of the commercial sex workers and trying to carry out the problems, find out their problems. And then we've had an opportunity of meeting an organization that deals with MSM. But we didn't meet them as people. So they were telling us their problems. So that's what we call site investigation and problem identification. Now what I'm doing right now, actually what I'm supposed to do when I go back, is I got their problems, the organizations that somehow support them gave me the problems of these people. So I'm supposed to prepare their report and then prepare a work plan and budget how we are supposed to implement it. But as TASO, it has been a bit silent. And for Uganda, I can't say much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Martha. And also we'd like to give you some more token of the card.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Martha, thanks a lot for that wonderful presentation. And especially for taking me back to what makes us inherently African. The basis of our Africanhood is the social network. And you brought back home to me so much, so I'm really, really grateful for that. I think you guys are doing a wonderful job, and I think Africa being a third world country, we've come such a long way, much more than I would say that we've come this way, you know, in Sweden with that kind of work. So it's really great hearing that from you. In the morning I asked a question and I stated it in Swedish, so I don't know if you understood it or somebody translated it to you. I say that we do have women organizations out here with a lot of, we have a lot of Africans here who are HIV positive, but they're very afraid to meet other Africans coming into the organization and meet other Africans because they're afraid of being disclosed. Their first question is always like, is there another Ugandan there? In that case, I'm not coming because otherwise I would know that. You know, everybody's going to know my status. But it's not only the African community here, it's also with the Asian community, the same thing is happening. So do you have any advice on how we can get these people to come to terms with what they have and to join the groups?
I make it. Okay. Yes, I had heard about that yesterday when I arrived. That actually Africans don't want to associate with each other, especially in relation to HIV. And the first question I had is how much sensitization have we done with the ones who are already there? Have we done a lot of sensitization? When these new, do you know what? These IDP camps or the areas where these people migrate from, these people come every day, every month. Do we have a meeting for all the new arrivals? If we have that meeting for all the new arrivals, and in the meeting maybe we talk about the social behavior of sin in Sweden, and within that social behavior, we bring in the clause of HIV, stigma and discrimination. We talk about HIV, how do people get HIV, how are people supported here. You know, that's me, I was thinking that maybe let's make it a continuous process. Every person who comes, we have a program for them. On general things, plus HIV. And then after talking about it, we know things to do with HIV. There is no force. In HIV, you don't force someone. Even when they can continue to support, if the person doesn't want to associate with you, but at least be there for him. Continue to support, continue to provide the right information. But can we change the strategy and say, every arrival, every week, let's find out in our camp, in our community here, how many people came in this month? 10 people came. Are they positive? We don't care. Are they negative? We don't care. But we need to talk to all of them. Now, maybe in that perspective, it will change attitude. Actually, I heard about that yesterday as well. How much sensitization? That would be my advice. I don't know, but that's what I would think.
Yeah, we have a lot of questions here, and I don't know. I think it's better now. We have to introduce a new speaker, and I know that you will still be around, Martha.
Yes, I'm around.
And it would be a shame to waste the opportunity that you're here. But I have to welcome the new speaker now. Sorry, but välkommen nu Jana Söderberg.